It's time to replace the taps with the LC2 Flick. Greetings and salutations, you fortunate sons of liberty, you. Well, I want to talk to you about the taps rig, and I want to talk to you about what's going to replace the taps rig for me, because I think I'm going to get away from using the taps rig from now on. So if you saw in some of my previous videos, I had this set up and seemed pretty happy with it. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 AR mags. And then I had a front panel on here with 3 more. That's 10 magazines, not to mention an accessory pouch, a first aid pouch, all kinds of good stuff on here. But there were a couple of things I didn't care for, and I think I found a replacement that solves the things I didn't like. So I'm not getting rid of this beautiful taps rig with its Spiritus Systems aftermarket H harness. We're not getting rid of it, but we are going to set it aside and think about what I am going to use that perhaps can replace its job maybe a little bit better. So the number one thing I wasn't a big fan of is that all the weight is in the front of your body. So as you're wearing it, it really is pulling forward. It's pulling down on the straps, yes, but it's pulling forward, and it does tend to want to lean out a little bit no matter how much you pull this back strap around towards you. And all the weight of 10 magazines, remember an AR magazine weighs about 1 pound each, so that's 10 pounds up front. And then you've got your admin pouch and your first aid and your supplemental stuff. Everything's all right on the front of you. Nothing's distributed around the rest of your body. Nothing is around by the back. There's also no place on here for water. So I started looking at some of the other gear that I had, and I realized that there is a combination of 2 pieces that I can put together that carries more ammo, carries more supplemental gear, and accommodates water. So let's take the taps rig out of here, and I'll tell you the 2 pieces that are going to take over. So the first item is going to be this LC2 Suspender rig, which I currently have set up with 2 SAW or SAW, Squad Automatic Weapons ammo pouches. These are meant to hold those 200 round belt-fed ammo cans, but I don't have a Squad automatic weapon, and I don't have any belt-fed equipment. So each one of these will hold 6 AR or M4 magazines, including PMags, which, as you know, are wide on top. So that's 6 mags times 2. There's another one over here. And then I've got 2 quarts right here. And I just want to say something. There was a comment recently by one of our viewers who pointed out that these plastic canteens, they sort of leach the taste and smell of plastic into your water. And I agree with that. And I agree with his comment to get the metal canteens are probably a better choice for this. They also are thinner walls, so they take up a little bit less space or hold a little bit more water. But for now, this is what we have. So 2 quarts right here, 12 magazines, and a very well padded suspender setup. So once that's on the body, what about things like an admin pouch, a first aid kit, a place to store a survival kit, for example? Well, that's where the FLC comes in. That's right, the Flick, which is a vest. The FLC, the Fighting Load Carrier vest arrangement here. So as you can see, I've got this vest which zips up the middle. I've got this decked out with 3 primary pouches here. I've got 3 mags on the left. I've got a admin pouch on the right, which I've got loaded down with a bunch of goodies. We can go through that in a separate video. And I have to thank one of our viewers who pointed out the existence of this admin pouch, which is spectacular because it has 3 more magazines behind it, all in one pouch. Admin pouch, 3 mags, Molly, 3 mags, Molly, all on a vest. This is great. In addition to the 12 mags over here, I've got 6 mags. It's more than a guy could ever dream of, right? And then up here, I've added this smaller pouch to the top part of the vest on the right side. And I think of this as a survival gear. So the idea is to put on the LC2 first, and then don the FLC on top of it. And I've done that, and it works very well. The other option I have, if I want, is that the FLC has this belt that goes around the back, which is kind of like a fighting belt. It's a web belt. It's a padded belt. And I've added the IFAC to the back of that. Tourniquet on the bottom, IFAC straight in the back of the FLC. So I've got that on the small of my back down there. So that's handy. So with the LC2 on, that's about 15 or 16 pounds total. And then the vest goes on, that's about 8 pounds total. And the entire setup works very well. So let me put all this on so you can see how everything looks once it's on. All right, so let's move this FLC, pick up our LC2, and put this on first. I like the comment by our viewer who said whenever he was walking with these guys, they never buckled the belt. I can understand that. It's a pretty casual feeling to walk around like this, you know. But I think I'll buckle it. So there we go. We have the LC2 on. We've got water in the back. Saw pouches right and left. That's 6 mags and 6 mags right here. And we'll go ahead and put on the second part of the rig. There we go. So I like the way that the items on the vest reach to the top of the items on the suspenders, the LC2. Everything's not all on the front trying to pull me forward. I've got items around the side, items around the back. As you can see, the IFAC from the vest sits right above the belt for the LC2 with the water right below it. Everything's reachable, everything is accessible. The admin pouch is right here and reachable, so I can get to everything from here. I can see everything that I need to see or look for. I think this is a good setup. So I am interested in what you think. If you think something like this might work for you, or if you have better ideas, leave it down in the comment and let me know. Some of the best comments we've gotten have been from people who have experience and wore this stuff in service, and they know of what they speak. Let's watch for their input on the comment section down below. Really appreciate you folks. The rest of you, thanks for watching. Don't forget that if you like this kind of video, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when we post a new video. We're putting a couple of videos out every week right now, so I don't want you to miss anything. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.